I am nowhere near the leagues of Sabalenka.
I am nowhere near the leagues of the greats like Sabalenka. That's what Alex Eala said after losing in the first round of the Australian Open. But here's the thing. While she was saying those humble words, something absolutely insane was happening behind the scenes that proved she was dead wrong.
It's about the crowds. Well, how about this? Alex Eala playing over there. This was a wild, wild scene.
There were so many fans here who were just waiting to get in there.
People were so nicely standing in line.
Tournament organizers were having emergency meetings. Security was being tripled.
Players have no idea this is happening. So the organizers need to keep more in mind.
And Aryna Sabalenka, the reigning world #1 and defending Australian Open champion, was about to face the most brutal reality check of her entire career. Because while Sabalenka was demolishing opponents on center court with perfect technique and flawless execution, 5,000 Filipino fans were literally breaking safety barriers.
Massive Filipino audience here in Melbourne, in Australia.
Just to watch Eala hit practice balls on court 6. We're not talking about a close match or a championship final. We're talking about warm-up shots. And the viewership numbers, absolutely devastating for anyone who thought rankings actually mattered. Southeast Asian television. Data revealed that 40% more people were watching Eala's practice session than Sabalenka's live competitive match happening at the exact same time. A qualifier hitting balls with her coach drew higher ratings than the defending champion playing for actual points. When Sabalenka finally responded to this cultural phenomenon that was making her invisible at her own tournament,
I mean, she played an incredible match and I tried my very best.
what she said shocked everyone because it exposed the brutal truth about who actually controls tennis in 2026. While Sabalenka was crushing opponents on center court, something absolutely insane was happening just 100 yards away. Security cameras captured over 5,000 Filipino fans storming a court designed for 1,500 people. They weren't there for a championship match. They weren't there for a semifinal. They were there to watch Alex Eala hit practice balls. Meanwhile, Sabalenka's actual competitive matches had empty seats that you could literally count on camera. The world #1 was getting ignored while a teenager caused legitimate safety concerns just by warming up. But here's where it gets completely ridiculous. Southeast Asian viewership data revealed that 40% more people were watching Eala's practice session than Sabalenka's live match happening at the same time. Think about that for a second. A qualifier hitting balls with her coach drew higher television ratings than the defending champion playing for actual points. When advertisers saw those numbers, they had emergency meetings because everything they thought they knew about tennis viewership just got flipped upside down. The tennis establishment's response was immediate and brutal for Sabalenka's ego. At the Dubai Championships, tournament directors moved Eala from qualifying rounds straight into the main draw within 48 hours. But that wasn't even the shocking part. They gave her the final night session on center court, the most coveted spot in professional tennis, traditionally reserved for the biggest names and highest-ranked players. Eala is ranked 47th in the world. That decision had nothing to do with her tennis ability and everything to do with one simple fact. She packed stadiums while established stars played at half-empty venues. Other players started panicking about their own relevance. Wang Xinyu, a Chinese player, desperately claimed her fans are even better than Eala's Filipino support. That's like claiming your birthday party is better than the Super Bowl. Andy Roddick had just called Eala's crowds crazy and completely unprecedented in modern tennis. But Wang's comments reveal something darker. Top players are terrified of becoming irrelevant while watching a newcomer steal all the attention they thought belonged to them. The money started flowing in ways that destroyed traditional tennis economics. Nike, Adidas, and Wilson entered bidding wars for Eala's endorsement, offering amounts typically reserved for Grand Slam winners. She has 0 major titles, but corporations aren't stupid. They recognize that signing Eala means accessing entire populations that previously couldn't care less about tennis. The revenue potential from Filipino markets and broader Southeast Asia is worth more than any individual trophy count. And Eala's reaction to all this chaos? Complete humility that makes the situation even more surreal. After losing at the Australian Open, she publicly stated, "I am nowhere near the leagues of the greats like Sabalenka and Alcaraz." She's downplaying her impact while the entire tennis world rearranges itself around her popularity. Nike put her in advertisements alongside multiple Grand Slam champions despite her having 0 major titles. Marketing executives aren't making those decisions based on tennis skill, they're following audience attention. The cultural impact reaches levels that sports aren't supposed to achieve. When Eala plays matches in Manila, the entire country stops. Traffic disappears. Corporate offices shut down productivity. Universities cancel classes to broadcast her matches. This is Manny Pacquiao-level obsession for a sport that has 0 historical connection to Filipino culture. Boxing and basketball dominate that country, not tennis. The fact that Eala generates this response proves her symbolic importance transcends sports entirely. Tournament scheduling now ignores decades of established protocol. The WTA Tour received massive criticism for initially placing Eala on smaller courts, forcing them to publicly apologize and move her to primetime slots. Rankings and past achievements used to determine who gets center court. Now it's about who guarantees packed stadiums and television ratings that justify premium advertising rates. Sabalenka can win every title available, but she can't guarantee economic impact the way Eala does just by showing up. Here's the part that should terrify every established player. Wherever Filipino communities exist globally, Eala now has automatic fan bases that create Melbourne-level atmospheres. That's not temporary hype. That's a competitive advantage lasting her entire career. History shows that once demographics start caring about a sport because of one player, they stay engaged even after retirement. Serena brought audiences who still watch other players. Tiger brought viewers who remained golf fans long after his dominance ended. The final nail in the traditional hierarchy coffin? Tournament organizers now prioritize securing Eala's participation over established stars, regardless of rankings. Her presence guarantees attendance figures and television ratings that justify hosting expensive events. She doesn't need to win anything to validate her importance. Just her name on the entry list generates economic impact that surpasses what champions achieve through actual results. This isn't temporary, this isn't hype. This is a permanent shift where cultural connection and star power matter more than rankings when determining who actually drives professional tennis forward financially. Sabalenka might keep winning titles and maintaining her #1 ranking, but Eala commands something more valuable: the ability to make the world stop and pay attention. That's power that trophies can't measure, and it's completely reshaping how tennis operates, from scheduling to sponsorship deals to media coverage. The hierarchy just got permanently destroyed by a 20-year-old who generates more economic impact by practicing than champions create by winning. Do you think Alex Eala's popularity is legitimate star power or just temporary hype from Filipino community support? Drop your honest take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more shocking tennis revelations that expose what's really happening behind the scenes.